Okay, here we go. I gotta get my head in there for a second. Alright, touched off. I'm gonna zero my Y zero out. My Y-axis 0 point. Now I'll know how far I can go. I'll be going in. Now I'm doing it on the back side because the way I decided to rotate forward. I could have rotated the other way, I guess. But I want to go into the tooth this way. It gives me a little more clearance to the chuck. But also, I got this as close as I can get, but still have that clearance. So I have the maximum amount of support. I'm also going to zero my dial. We'll just go in there 10 thousandths at first. Looks like it's right on the line. Another 20. Now, I've never made a gear like this before. I've never made a gear doing it this way, I should say. I've made spur gears before, and helical gears even, but never done it this way. I don't own a cutter, so I didn't feel like buying one for one gear. Hope I'm not getting in the way too much. I might have to change camera angle. I'm going to set my table stops. Okay, we're on the last tooth. Already indexed over. So I've increased the feed rate, the depth of cut. I'm doing 3/50 thousandths cuts on a 35 and then the final at 7. And I increased the feed rate and the speed. I'm at 1850 now. And it's doing just fine. And it went a lot faster, of course, because I was able to get the feed rates up. Looks like it's coming out just fine. I'm going to have to reach over in front of the camera, unfortunately, but try a different way. Nice cut. We're there. Wow. Sure, boy, they all look really good. Yep, looks really good. Alright, well, moment of truth, huh? Okay, there's the rack. That's the rack right there. That's where the gear's gonna go. Right there. Oops. Gets getting the picture, huh? Oh yeah. There we go. Boy, that was probably the biggest hurdle of the whole project here. There we go. There you go. A little better picture. That was probably the biggest hurdle of the whole project is this gear. I just got to put some oil grooves in it, which I'm probably going to revert to the old file. The next gear I'll make another one of these since this came out so good. So I do have a spare, but we'll maybe figure out a little cooler way to make the oil grooves. But I'm just going to trace some out on there with a Sharpie and probably file them. They're not that critical. So, I mean, you want them, but they don't have to be absolutely perfect. Like that gear looks. Boy, that looks good. I'm really happy with that. Single point method, cutting gears.